Welcome to Module 1, Lesson 5. You're going to need to turn to page 26. Our I can statement reads, I can make a 10 to find sums. This is one of my favorite strategies. We're going to use our knowledge of adding to 10 to help us solve addition problems. Let's look at page 26. The build understanding says, Mr. Leonard has 7 red shirts and 6 yellow shirts. How many shirts does he have? Letter A asks us to write an addition fact that we can use to show this problem. Go ahead and write your addition fact now. You should have written 7 plus 6. If you have counters or 2 different color crayons or markers, that will be best for the next part. You can pause your video to get a red and yellow counter or marker or crayon now. So now we're going to go ahead and show just Mr. Leonard's red shirts in the 10 frame. We know that Mr. Leonard has 7 red shirts. In a 10 frame, my 7 red shirts will take 1 row of 5 and 2 more. So now we need to answer letter C. We need to show Mr. Leonard's yellow shirts below the 10 frame. Then we can think, how can we move the counters to fill the 10 frame or to make a 10? So let's go ahead and show the 6. Mr. Leonard has 6 yellow shirts. Now what if I were to take these 6 yellow shirts and move some to fill the 10 frame? If I move this guy into the 10 and this one and finally this one, I've made 1 10 and I have 3 1s remaining. Now we can look at the addition problem this way. Our 10 plus our 3 remaining yellow shirts. So we can use the fact 10 plus 3 to help us solve. 10 plus 3 is equal to 13. So we know that 7 red shirts plus 6 yellow shirts will also equal 13. So in total, Mr. Leonard has 13 shirts. We're going to look at page 27 for Step It Out. Number 1 says, Kendall buys 8 red balloons and 6 blue balloons. How many balloons does Kendall buy? Go ahead and write your addition fact to show the problem. You should have written 8 plus 6 for our 8 red balloons and our 6 blue balloons. Now we need to think about making a 10. The question tells us we can make a 10 by adding 2 to 8. If we break apart 6 as 2 plus 4, we can show it this way. 2 and 4. That's equal to our 6. Now what we'll do is we'll take that 2 and that 8 and make a 10 out of it. Once we've made that 10, what's remaining? Our 4. So 8 plus 16 is the same as saying 10 plus 4, which is 14. So we know that Kendall buys 14 balloons. So I want you to think about it like this. We have 8 plus 6. When I think about 8, I know that I can get to 8 by adding 2. That will get me to 10. Now what I do is I think about, once I've taken those 2 away from 6, I'm left with 4. So my 10 plus 4 is 14. So it's another way of us thinking about this visual here. We're breaking apart 6 to create a 10 from 8. Let's go ahead and take a look at the check understanding. Ben has 3 baseball cards. Jake has given him 9 more cards. How many baseball cards does Ben have now? Make a 10 to solve the problem and show your work. Now let's take a look at these two numbers, 3 and 9. Which of these is closer to 10? 9 is closer to 10. How many more do we need to get to 10 from 9? We need 1 more. When we take that 1 away from our 3, we're left with 2. So our related addition fact would be 10 plus 2. And 10 plus 2 is equal to 12. So how many baseball cards does Ben have? He started with 3. Jake gave him 9. He now has 12.